Have you ever wondered what services you should offer as a copywriter? Today, I'm talking about 16 ways you can start making more money in your copywriting business. Copywriters are a rare breed of freelancer. Not only do we have extensive knowledge of marketing, but we geek out on the principles of human psychology, and yes, we have a flair for the written word in a way that allows us to sell in a cool and sophisticated way. And because of that, we tend to sort of be good at a lot of things, or at least that's what your clients probably think. If you think about it, sometimes the actual role of a copywriter can be a little fuzzy at times, with clients expecting you to be a copywriter one day, a content writer the next day, and a full-blown marketing strategist the day after that. So the question is this: where do you draw the line? As a copywriter, what jobs should you actually be doing? Well, the great thing about being a freelance copywriter is that you can offer whatever you want, or whatever you don't want. So when I first started my business, I often added additional services above and beyond copywriting to get my foot in the door. But today, any clients who hire my agency get copy and consulting, and that is it. So while your goal might be able to get to the point where all you do is write words in documents and send those documents over to your client, it's entirely possible to expand your job scope to gain experience and build client relationships. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the common roles and responsibilities that a copywriter fulfills, but I'm also going to share the additional services you can take on as a copywriter to not only better serve your clients, but to also put more of that money in your pocket. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex coming at you this week with another video by request. So my DMs are typically full of messages from my community, and I often get asked these two questions. The first typically comes from people who haven't taken the plunge into copywriting just yet, and they are wondering, what does a copywriter do? And the second comes from relatively new copywriters who are dealing with clients who expect them to be a jack of all trades, and they're wondering what exactly should they be doing and not doing. So if you fall into one of those two categories, then give me a thumbs up below because this video is for you. And if you're new to the crew, welcome. I put out a new copywriting, marketing, or mindset video every single week. So subscribe below to get more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when my next tutorial goes live. So if you've ever wondered what a copywriter actually does, or what freelancing services you can offer to clients as a beginner copywriter, here are 16 ways you can start making more money in your business. So take out a pen and a piece of paper and get ready to write down the ones that you vibe with the most. And if you're a business owner looking to hire a copywriter, stick around to the end because I'm going to share with you my proven copywriter job description to make your search for a copywriter as easy and seamless as possible. Okay, so I've broken down these services into 3 categories, and the first one is, of course, copywriting services. Okay, so this first category is the list of services that actually fall under a copywriter's job description, in my opinion. So this is what savvy clients who actually understand what you do may ask you to do for them. Now, before you get too overwhelmed with the list I'm about to go over, please keep in mind that this is your copywriting business, and you do not have to offer all of these assets if you don't want to. So the first is ads. So this can include digital ads like the ones you see on Google, Facebook, or Instagram, video ads like the ones you see right here on YouTube, or even printed ads that you might see in newspapers or in direct mail. Now, the main purpose of digital ads, of course, is to get the click. Now, with ads, in fact, with all forms of copywriting, it is very important to remember that your headline, or that first few sentences of text, are the most important thing to get right. Because in the age of the scroll, you have to master the art of crafting compelling headlines. All great ads grab attention with a powerful hook. All right, next up is email marketing. Yep, it's exactly what it sounds like. Emails sent out to a list of subscribers with the sole purpose of marketing something. Although great email campaigns should also add a lot of value and focus on building rapport with the list. So depending on your client's needs, they may ask you for many different types of emails, like autoresponders or an indoctrination sequence, sales emails, content emails, affiliate emails, or re-engagement emails. As a copywriter, you can add all of these to your list of services. But as a copywriter, your job is only to write these emails. You do not need to be the one to load these emails into your client's email sending software unless you want to. I have never offered to do this for a client because it is tedious and technical, and trust me, you do not want to be the one who accidentally sends a draft to an entire list. All right, next up is landing pages. It's like a sales page, but shorter and used for the purpose of lead generation. So the number one job of your ad is to convert more eyeballs into clicks, and the number one job of your landing page is to convert more clicks into leads. You want to motivate and inspire a prospect to enter their information, typically their first name and email, in exchange for a free high-value promise, or what is more commonly referred to as a lead magnet. All right, next up is sales pages. Yep, the big one. This is what I like to call your money maker, because not only is this the page that's going to make your clients the most money and profit in their business, but it is also the page that you'll get paid the most money to write. The copywriting magic needed to turn prospects into paying customers is where persuasion and psychology and major writing swagger comes into play. In my opinion, all copywriters need to master this skill because it is what sets us apart from other content writers. Now, if you're a copywriter or a business owner looking to write a high converting sales page that will get you paid and keep your clients and prospects coming back for more, then make sure to check out my 5-day Write and Ignite challenge, where I teach you the exact proven sales page formula that I have used to make millions. And you can learn more about that in the description below. All right, next up are home pages and website copy. So this is what I refer to as branding copy or authority copy. While conversions are still really important on your main homepage, your brand message is everything. Your homepage is that first thing people see when visiting your website, so you have to make a good first impression. The goal of a homepage is simple: to create trust, build authority, and offer next steps. All right, next up are about pages. So with more and more audiences seeking out products, coaches, and businesses that share the same values that they have, well-written about pages are a great opportunity to share a brand's story, vision, mission, philosophy, and what makes them different. It's your way of answering the question, yeah, but who are you really? So as a copywriter, you can offer this to anyone who doesn't already have an about page, or you can offer to revamp any about pages that are dull and less than inspiring. And in case you were wondering, your job as the copywriter is to simply write these pages. That goes for landing pages and sales pages and websites, not actually build them. All right, next up are promotional videos and video sales letters. So remember what I've been saying to you guys over and over and over again, that video is the future. In fact, 87% of video marketers say that video gives them a positive return on investment. So it's safe to say that yes, video marketing is indeed where it's at, says the girl who spends hours and hours making video content every week. Promotional videos are used for the purpose of promoting a specific marketing initiative, event, or product. They are typically short and sweet and get to the point. The copy part of promotional videos will include the video's titles, subtitles, or any copy that's used in the visual elements throughout the video. And of course, the script. And it's really important to remember that although copy is only part of what makes a great promo video, up to 85% of Facebook videos are watched without sound. So making sure that the copy you have in your script that shows in the subtitles is essential to boosting your conversions. So another type of video marketing that requires some major copywriting skills are VSLs, or video sales letters. So video sales letters are similar to written sales letters, except they are written scripts rather than a written page, and they are showcased in video form. And again, your job as the copywriter is just to write the script, not to produce the actual videos. All right, next up are product descriptions. So product descriptions refer to that short little blurb of text that describes what a product is, what it does, and why someone should buy it. They're typically used in e-commerce stores where copy space for products is very limited. But a common mistake that I see made all the time is boring product descriptions that just describe the product. You know, all features and no bennies. So great product descriptions need to go deeper than the boring left brain need to know stuff. You want customers to read your product and think, wow, okay, that is something I really need. It is interesting, unique, smart, funny, I gotta get it. All right, now that covers all the basics of copywriting services, so let's move on to a different service package you can consider offering to your clients. And that is content writing. So as a professional copywriter, you'll find that a lot of businesses will ask you to do some content writing for them as well. And just like picking and choosing your copywriting services, you can and should use your own discretion on whether or not you'll offer content writing to your clients as well. While copywriting is the art of crafting words for the sole purpose of conversion, content writing focuses more on engagement, education, and brand awareness. And there are various forms of content writing that you can choose to include in your services, but today I'm going to cover the 5 big ones that will be most beneficial to your clients. The first, social media captions. Social media is a huge part of most brands and businesses' marketing strategies these days. And if it's not already, then it definitely should be. Because social media is where the majority of the population is hanging out on a day-to-day basis. Globally, over 3.6 billion people use social media. And that number is expected to increase to 4.4 billion by the year 2025. And handling your client's social media captions and content is a great way to get your foot in the door with a client that you just really want to work with. Just remember that the main purpose of social media is to connect and engage with the audience. So you should always be providing value in the form of education, entertainment, or inspiration. All right, next up are blog posts. I mean, come on, everybody knows the power of blogging. Blogs are one of the best ways to get ranked in Google searches and optimize your SEO. But the thing is, most busy business owners just don't have the time or energy to pump out blog posts on a consistent basis. And that's where you can step in and offer this as a service. As a minimum, you could at least do 1 blog post a week, and then of course you can go up from there. All right, next up are newsletters. So these are weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly emails that get sent out to a list of subscribers. The purpose isn't necessarily to sell or promote anything directly, but to rather build rapport, trust, and credibility, and most importantly, create a sense of community. Because one thing is certain in this day and age, customers don't stick around with brands that they don't feel connected to on some level. So if your clients don't already send out consistent, content-rich newsletters to their mailing list, they are missing out on a huge opportunity to cultivate a loyal following. And who can help them with that? Yeah, you got it. All right, next up are content videos. Content videos are an awesome way to build a loyal following and brand. I know because I grew my entire business with content videos like this one. And yes, like promotional videos, all content videos start out as a script, or at the very least a loose outline, because even though they are personal and conversational, you still want to make sure your content videos are informative and valuable and follow some sort of a framework. Not to mention the need to craft compelling headlines and convince viewers to watch, like, and subscribe. So as a copywriter, you absolutely can add content video scripts to your list of services. All right, next up is SEO, aka search engine optimization. So essentially, SEO is focused on improving the visibility of your website by getting it to rank higher in the search engines. Now, I get asked this all the freaking time. Alex, do I need to know SEO as a conversion copywriter? And my answer is no. I mean, I straight up tell my clients that I am not an expert in SEO. I literally know nothing about it except the general basics of how it works. And it's not something that interests me enough to study and become a master at. So I always recommend that my clients work with an SEO specialist if they are looking to optimize their website in that way. But, because I know a lot of you SEO experts are thinking, what? No, Alex, copywriters should know SEO. That doesn't mean you can't add SEO to your list of services if you know what you're doing. SEO copywriting is common in particular industries and niches, so do your research and find out if it's something you want to consider mastering. I mean, killer SEO strategies with high converting copy kind of sounds like a winning combination if you ask me. So if you want to take things one step further and add SEO to your list of services, you can definitely do that. But you'll want to make sure that you know more than me, just the basics, if you're calling yourself an SEO copywriter. The good news is the best SEO secret in the world is to write copy and content that is valuable, creates authority, and gets people to stay and engage with your page or website, which as a copywriter you already know how to do, so you are one step ahead. All right, now the third category of services you could offer as a copywriter is number 3, marketing support. So if you really want to beef up your packages and the money you have coming in, you might want to consider offering marketing services to your clients as well. Offering additional marketing support can make you invaluable to your clients because they're basically getting a unicorn, someone who can write, strategize, and implement, and that is very, very hard to find. Of course, there's a whole slew of services that you could offer under this category, but let's just cover 3 that copywriters could easily add to their list of services. So the first is community management. So a major part of writing in business comes down to communication with your followers, subscribers, and customers via email, membership sites, and social media. Customer support was the very first role I had at Mindvalley. So if you're looking to get your foot in the door with a brand you'd absolutely love to write copy for, why not offer community management as a service to showcase your writing ability? All right, the next is funnel building. So if you have a more technical flair and you're familiar with online tools like GrooveFunnels, ClickFunnels, Kajabi, or all the others, you can absolutely add funnel building to your list of services. So this is where you essentially create the pages and sales funnels that you are writing. Now, this is a highly valuable service that you can offer your clients because it will save them time from having to hire someone else or spend hours trying to do it themselves. All right, now lastly, marketing consulting. So this is something that you might start to offer after you've been in the game for a while and have developed a pretty solid understanding of the world of marketing. A marketing consultant is an advisor and strategist who works with the companies to create and design marketing campaigns. So as a marketing consultant, you could help create detailed marketing plans, determine a business's marketing message, and identify the right marketing mediums to most effectively get that message out to the masses. Now remember, as a copywriter, you are really the best of both worlds. Word nerd meets marketing master, so pick and choose the services that resonate with you the most, and never forget the value that you bring to the table. And as promised, in just a few seconds, you can grab your free gift, my copywriter job description. I will see you next week. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here, and you can click right here to get a free gift. Are you a content writer who wants to start copywriting? Do you know the difference between the two? Can you do both? Which one is right for you and where should you start? If you've asked yourself any of these questions, this video is for you, so keep watching.